Good morning, it's Pamela from Yorkshire in the north of England, here to talk about crochet. Now, I have deviated from my plan of what I was going to do next, because I don't know why you do this, but I was off looking on Rikarumi website and I ended up finding a free pattern that I liked. I'm going to save it to do for Christmas. You'll see why in a minute, why I'm going to leave it till then. But then I just thought, no, it's so cute, I've got to do it now. So it's this teddy bear angel. And like I say, it's a free pattern on the Rikarumi website. It's absolutely gorgeous, I love it. So I've had to make her. So this is mine. So she's got pretty much same sort of colours, but I have had to make one of two changes. I didn't have a vanilla colour to use for the wings, so I used a pink. What else did I do? Oh, there's various changes I'm going to have to tell you about for various reasons, but the colourways are pretty much what's on there, what's on the pattern. She's absolutely gorgeous. I love her to bits. That's the flowers I did at the top, if you can see those. So I'll tell you what I changed with it really. First of all, I used my new 2.5 tulip red Etimo look, because like I said to you, I usually use one of these in a 2.75, but it seems to be changing slightly, so I feel quite happy with that one. And I do like this type of hook for amigurumi, it works really well. Now, the bear colour, I was trying to use things that had looked like, you know, like pale, doing a pastel-y thing. So I picked out my Rico Creative Cotton in the colour Powder. The number is, they go in numbers, so it's 006. Now, I thought I'd have enough of that, but I didn't. So I could tell when I got to doing like to the top of the head. So what I did was, when I was doing the legs, I did the bulk of the legs I did in the, not bulk of it really, just short of half of it I did in the colour that I've done the rest of the body in. But I changed to white, so mine's got bloomers or leggings, you know, and it should be, the legs should be entirely in the bear colour. But I don't think nobody would think anything about that. I don't think you don't have to even think it's bloomers or leggings, you know, it's just, you know, where she sits, you're not even going to see that. So that's the first change I made there. Then I wanted to have enough for the ears, you see. By the way, when I had finished, this is the length I had left. So that is it. So I'm quite glad that I went and did that with the legs. So and that's the other observation. Obviously, we all know how yarn companies vary in colour. So the colour that's on the bear is called Powder, and it's a Rico one. Yet I used for the feet, because it's got pink feet, I used the King Cole Cotton Soft, which is also in Powder. So, you know, that, two entirely different shades of and called the same thing. So it goes to show that, you know, like that there's no unified way of doing it. So I've told you about the wings. Or the start on the wings, you're supposed to put loads of V shapes. You can see them on the pattern. There's loads of little V shapes. But I didn't want to do all these. This left wing is actually the best wing. I did a star in the middle, like that, and then I did 4 V's pointing upwards like that, all the way around that edge, the edge you can see basically, and left it at that. And I prefer that look. Like I say, my other one's not quite as neat on the other side, but it, you know, it doesn't matter, because all you can see is a bit of sparkly when you look at it anyway. I've got another, oh yes, this was my mistake on it, because the round the bottom of the skirt, The pattern is that, by the way, is in UK terms, which it goes to show how you get so used to going between one and the other. Totally forgot I was doing in UK terms, so I did the white part of the skirt correctly in UK TCs, but when I got to doing the gold trim, it said DCs, and I just flicked over into US, so I did a slightly bigger gold ruffle than should be. But again, it does not show at all, it's fine. So I did that. What else is there? Oh, I just put brown brows on instead of the black ones that's on the pattern. I just thought it went with the colour of the bear a bit better. I changed the flowers at the top. I tried doing the holly and the berry as is on the pattern, but the holly colour I use is that one, which is a James C. Brett in the colour Emerald, and I just didn't think it matched the, you know, the colours of the bear, so I decided that were no good. Then I tried doing the little you know, like holly leaves that I have on my Serdar Happy Cotton bunting pattern. Again, I thought that wasn't fancy enough, so based on this pattern, which that one is a paid for, based on that I have adjusted to make a slightly bigger leaf on two of the prongs and the other one to look like a stem. And I think that's a lot better. I like it much more. I used a combination of, and this is UK terms, double crochets, half treble crochets and treble crochets to make a slightly bigger, wider leaf in some parts. And I really like the look of that one. And instead of doing berries in red, I decided to do some little buds in pink, which I really like those as they are. Basically that is just 6 double crochets, UK terms, in a magic circle and pulled tight and then made to look like a little bud. So I am suited with that. So I'll tell you what I use. Like I say, for the bear, you already know I used Rico Creative Cotton in the colour Powder. For the feet and the wings, I used well, the pads of the feet, I used Kinko Cotton Soft in the colour Powder, which is that one. Beautiful yarn to work with that. The dress is in Hobby Rainbow 86, and it's like an off-white, it's colour 02, and that's for the dress. Then for the nose, I used this, I can't tell you what colour it is, but it's the Stylecraft Naturals Bamboo and Cotton, and it's in like this really nice baby pink. Do a lot of noses in that one. For the gold trim, we've got these little bargain ones I got from that cheap shop, which is it's Rico Rumi Lame, and the colour is 02, I think, if I remember correctly. Hang on. Yeah, it's 02 and it'll be just gold. So that's that one. And now then, because I ran out of the bear colour, I had to do the tail in a slightly different colour, but so the only one I had was in the Stylecraft Naturals Organic Cotton, which I declared I wouldn't use again, if you remember. But, and this is in the colour Bone, by the way, it's one of the colours I once got to try for you know, facial colours, and do you know what, this is like this stuff used to be. It didn't split, it were fine. So I don't know what it is about them other shades I bought. No idea what it is about them, but they don't work. But you can't tell that's a different colour from the feet and the head. So you can if you really look hard enough. But I just thought, do that, then you get the tail on. Like I say, as long as I had enough in the other colour to do the ears, I were fine. So what about that then? So that one's fine, so I will use that one again. Now, because the green I didn't like for the ollie on my little pastel coloured bear, I decided, again, this is why I should never say never. Never say never. I got the green out, which I'd bought at the same time of the Starcraft Naturals organic cotton, and this is in the colour Fern. And again, this one were okay to work with. I mean, having said that, I only use this for very small parts, and that's what I found when I used it to do that gnome stroke gonk. When you start using it to do really tight, you know, amigurumi, it's no good, but for the small leaves it was fine. So I may well keep that one just for things like that. I think that's it for all my colours there. The other one for the rosebuds, which like I say I preferred rosebuds to red berries, I got out when I went to the wool, Black Sheep Wools. I picked up that, I can't remember what it's called now, Deck the Halls or something like that, but it was reduced from a previous year's, you know, like yarn pack for a Christmas thing, and I bought it because it was such a bargain. And I got, this one is shade 19 and it's Rico Essentials Cotton DK, which is so smooth to use, but as I've said before, I don't feel like it's the thickness of my other DKs, so I will probably only use it sparingly if I'm using it with a DK yarn, but it's in that one, so that's the colour 19. And I think that looks really nice with my bear as she is there. She's got 6mm eyes. What else is she? I don't think I've got anything else to tell you. I've told you all. I've told you about her nose being done in that pink. I think that's it. I used the 2.5mm hook. I think that says everything. Oh, I used that bone as well, that Starcraft Naturals, to do the muzzle, because the muzzle is in a paler shade on the pattern. So I thought I'll have to do it in a different shade. I had contemplated doing it in pink, but then I thought, what am I going to do with the nose in? Because I wanted to do that in the pastel pink. So yeah, we ended up with that. But yeah, so I think she's going to just go out in my collection at Christmas maybe, because I just really like the thought of having this little teddy bear angel. Anyway, very good pattern. I'd say, like, you know, I think it's, I couldn't find any errors with it at all. So I would recommend getting that off. It's only 3 pages to print it off. It's you know, a nice one. I've just started this morning my centre for my latest Granny Square for the year of Granny Square Cow. So I'll be on with that for the rest of the, well, not for the rest of it, won't take me all day, but you know, for some of it. And then I'm thinking about doing a project in these, you know, the pack I got with the this Rico Essentials, because it is lovely to work with, and I've got enough colours to be able to do something with it, so I may use that for a project I'm doing next, or I might do Rosa Parks, which, as you know, I pulled out my Lucky Dipped in the other day. I think that's it though. I think I've covered everything. Like I say, there are changes, but they're minute, and the sort of things we all do, like switching one colour for another. So that's my job lot. By the way, it took me, I only had the wings to finish yesterday morning. I've spent 24 hours trying to decide what to do about these flowers. So I have had such a debate with myself. Anyway, the weather's just turning nasty now. I'm glad I haven't put washing out on the line. I've put it upstairs on the clothes area. It's not right good today. I'm hoping it's going to be nice for the weekend though. I don't know what else I've got to do really. But I'll hopefully be back with my square at least, you know. And I'll tell you what I've started with the rest of my, you know, like in my next project. So I'll leave it there. Take care of yourselves. Have a good day. And I'll see you